Welcome back to Heal Thy Palate, or as you can pronounce, Healthy Palate. You see what's on the menu? Let's cook. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all see what we up against. You've seen the intro video. Gotta make sure I wash my hands. And you see the title. And I want to say this is simple, because to me, I think it will be. I'm not trying to do anything too extravagant. The question is, why do I keep trying to make quiche? Again, keep trying to make something like my mom used to make. Used to be one of my favorite douches. And I said it that way intentionally. The first thing we gonna do is get this bacon going. And I'm not sure if this is a cultural thing, an urban thing, or whatever you want to call them things. So where we sit up here and put foil on the cookie sheet that we put the bacon in before we put the bacon in the oven. Y'all can't see. Again, I cannot wait until I get into a bigger kitchen and another camera. And I drop some weight, because then I wouldn't mind showing my fatty belly on that so bad. Everything that I got costs next to nothing. This is $5 bacon. And no, this isn't the best bacon to use. But for me to be on a budget, hey, it's what we got. But anyway, we're going to speed right through this part. All right, we back. This is some terrible bacon, by the way. Very, very terrible. But again, I'm on a budget. Yet, I wanted a bacon cheeseburger quiche. So this is going to go in the oven at 400 until they get nice and crispy. I had to get my towel. That's going to be real dirty by the time this is all said and done. Next, do one of my favorite things that I like doing. Let's just make some mayo. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So here's what we're going to do to make this mayo right. I think I'm going to put the egg in first. I want my mayo thick. And I know eggs are expensive. So you can make mayo how you want to. Sorry, I'm not a professional one-handed egg cracker. I think I really only need 3. Yeah, what is it? It don't matter. I'm even putting this in the wrong container. The container I had to put this in. It's over there. All right, so I like using minced garlic. 4 eggs. Nice heaping teaspoon of minced garlic. Yummy. I'm gonna use rice vinegar with this one. The good thing about it is you can change out this recipe and manipulate it as long as you stick to the basics. Use rice vinegar because I don't want it to have a whole lot of bite, and I don't feel like using lemon, even though lemon works best. Let's go ahead and get some Dijon mustard. Just a nice little squirt. I'm gonna pour some oil in there. Yeah, about right there. I know. I don't ever have everything all the way out. Pour some oil in there. A little salt. And some black pepper. Yeah, I know you've seen plenty of videos with people making mayo. I actually really do like making my own mayo. Rarely ever will you catch me buying mayo. You know what? I want a little bit more than this because I got other stuff that I'm gonna use it for. So let's just go ahead and do that. I made it with avocado oil, but for the thickness that I want, the vegetable oil works best. Now we use my immersion blender. Start at the bottom, slow and work up. And we're gonna speed ramp through this too. It's a problem that I have with it sometimes. I'm usually a lot better at making this stuff, and I probably put too much egg in it, I'm not sure. But it just don't, sometimes it just doesn't get thick enough. I don't need it to be thick for what I want to use it for, but everything right. I just need to write the recipe down and stick to it. I know the taste is yeah, yeah. The taste is texture isn't. That's what you get for Russian food, right? Like, I mean, it's still gonna be good because what I'm gonna end up doing is like I'm gonna end up uh, making a mess. What I'm gonna end up doing with it is I'm gonna end up using it to make ranch dressing. I got this sauce that I want to put on top of the quiche after it's done, so I don't need the sauce to be thick anyway. Then I'm gonna use it to make ranch dressing, and we're just gonna go from there. I'm back. I know you haven't started browning the ground beef yet, but I just had an idea. I think it'll be better if we go ahead and make the sauce that I want to make and let that sit in the refrigerator for a second. That way it can be a little bit cold because I do want it a little bit cold. This is dill relish. So we're going to do this. I'm going to put some dill relish in there. And it's basically any other sauce that you'll see a lot of other people make. But there it goes, thick a little bit. My not so thick mayonnaise. That's enough. I think it being thin is going to work for this recipe. I know it's not going to thicken up when it gets cold because I tried that before. So we got dill relish, mayo, squug of mustard. That's a squug right there. That's a squug. Squug of mustard. I do actually like this hot sauce, Valentino. Put some hot sauce in there. Some Cajun seasoning. Pepper. And I really don't need salt. We're just going to do just a little bit of salt if it'll come out. There. I'm making a mess. But that's the sauce we're going to try to drizzle on top. It's a bacon cheeseburger quiche. What you expect? No, that's good. Put the top on it. So this is gonna go in the refrigerator and it's gonna cool down while we're getting everything else ready. Now, we get to the fun part, and yes, I bought these beef patties because they were cheap. No point in lying about it. Plus, I figured, you know, we're making bacon cheeseburger quiches. Why not use actual patties? Like I said, I saved some money. We're gonna get this all sizzled up. And with this, the only thing I'm gonna add to it, because I don't want too much flavor, so we're just gonna put a little adobo on there. All right, we got this cooked down, broken down like I needed to. Still needs to cook a little bit more, but what I'm gonna do, since we're waiting on some other stuff, is I'm gonna sit up here and I'm gonna let this sit. All right, here we go. Gotta make sure that don't move. If you do not have one, again, normally I wouldn't even use the store brand cheese. Like for real, I'd really try to use like some Cabot and even some Kraft, but find a little low. Gotta do what you gotta do. But either way it goes, get you a block of cheese. Get you one of these for like $15 off of Amazon. And grate your own cheese. We are sitting up here talking about less preservatives that prevent the cheese from not sticking together. They put some in it when they shred it themselves that stops it from getting stuck. So that's one or two less chemicals that you have to worry about. But two, you can honestly taste the difference. And whatever dish you put it in. And yeah, I did just see that. We got the cheese ready. And just because I have nothing else to do, we're gonna go ahead and wish I had better towels to wipe the counter off with. I gotta get some real kitchen towels, y'all. I might go microfiber. Bacon smelling good, but what we gonna go ahead and do now? We're gonna go ahead and get this mixture going. We can move. I know he's using a whole lot of eggs, ain't he? Yes, I am. Cause I ain't writing no recipes down. I like eggs. Last time I went to the doctor, they said my protein levels were high, and I think at that time I was eating like 2 or 3 eggs a day. Scrambled, boiled, fried, poached. I almost went gump on you. And then here, a little salt. I'm almost out of it anyway. A lot of people like doing stuff to their eggs. I don't. Like I see a lot of people add all these seasons to their eggs. I'm just a salt and pepper guy. That's it. Salt, pepper, eggs. Half and half. That's the look I want right there. Okay. Yo, yo. The bacon's ready. Well, I mean, it's not burnt, but we're gonna sit here and we're gonna let this cook and continue cooking in its own greases a little bit more. And let it cool down. And then we're gonna chop it up. And then we're gonna sit up here and plate it. But while that's going on, I'm gonna sit up here and cut the oven down from 400 to 350. I forgot about one ingredient. I forgot about one thing I wanted to put in there. This is gonna go in there raw because I kind of wanted to stand out. You know, plus as you can see, I need to use them up anyway. Oh, you just keep on using me until you use me up. What? I don't need this. Right now. We're gonna get ready. Yes, I left it frozen. And yes, a piece did fall off. But here we go. That's what we're looking at. Make sure we get them in frame properly. Oh, I can get them side by side. Cool. What shall we go in with first? Oh, piece of bacon. I don't know if I have enough to make two, but we'll see. All right. Decided that what I am going to do, let's get that dill pickle taste in here too, just a little bit, not a lot. I don't know if that's what dill, but I know what dill tastes. Yeah. Just something you make sure you find out dill taste. Come on, cheese. For the last and final touch, you're gonna shake this up a little bit. And we pour. Yep, just like I thought. I gotta whip up a little bit more. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. And I'm gonna be lazy because I don't feel like getting another sub 40 dirty. Oh yeah. And we are also going to do this just a little bit on the top. Excuse my kitchen. Told you, excuse my kitchen. And two. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally arrived. The moment we have all been waiting for. The bacon cheeseburger quiche. Feast your eyes on this thing of beauty. Then that's what I'm doing with my hands. I'm sleepy. And we are going to let this sit for about 10 minutes. And then we are going to dive right in. This had to be one of my best dishes. It was perfect, juicy, had flavor, but not too much flavor. See you soon.